When pursuing one's passions, you never know what new interests might take flight. Zoe Daly, a recent graduate from the career program at Sage International Charter School in Boise, discovered a curiosity for data that helped prove a scientific theory for the Intermountain Bird Observatory.
I've always loved science. Ever since 6th grade, I've had great science teachers, and so I've had an interest for science.
As a part of a growing trend among Idaho schools, Sage International adopted their career program in 2016 to help prepare their students for the workforce.
The career program is focusing on job skills and interview skills, and part of it is getting an internship. And so I was looking around and I found the Intermountain Bird Observatory.
IBO is kind of an academic research and outreach unit of Boise State, so we're actually part of the biology department.
And so I emailed Heidi and was like, hey, I'm a Sage senior looking for an internship as part of my program that I'm in. Can I intern with you? And she's like, oh yeah, sure.
Her first email said, hi, I'm emailing you because I'm interested in science. And I thought, okay, that's like pretty broad. And as soon as I actually met her, it was like, oh wow, you just love all science.
And so we first met up end of October and talked about like, this is what we do, this is our mission, yada, yada, yada.
We have two sites. One is our Lucky Peak station, which we've been running for more than 20 years. It started as a hawkwatch station in the early 90s, and then in 1997 we added songbird banding, and 1998 we added owl banding. In 2014 we added our Boise River site.
So this is band size 1?
Band size 1.
Okay.
We had Zoe look at yellow warblers, and they're a species that is probably one of the most widespread bird species, but they're a species that overall, looking at all the data from all researchers, is seeing a slow decline, so maybe about 5% a year.
Looking at those data sheets that she had, I was like, these are super cool. I want to learn more about like the data collection process and what you do with the data, because like after you collect it, what do you do?
So I guess one of the main reasons we do this long-term monitoring is to look for changes in bird populations over time. And so we wanted her to look at this species because they're a key riparian species, and so what we learn about them here might be applicable on a broader scale. I also wanted her to look at yellow warblers on the river because I noticed as soon as we started banding down there that they seemed to be fatter.
She had a theory that the Boise River site was a good place for birds to go and bolt and then stock up on food before migrating. And so by looking at this data, we can clearly see that that is the case because right before migration season, they're getting really fat at that site.
I wanted to confirm that because that tells us that that's a location that we really want to protect and preserve.
When I was first looking for an internship, I wasn't looking for data analysis. It just kind of plopped into my lap after looking at those spreadsheets. I'm like, I kind of do like data. I'm one of those people who like to do tedious things. I like puzzles, I like untangling headphones, all of those different little tedious things.
It was really cool to be able to turn Zoe loose on this project that actually has some conservation value. So looking at identifying a key habitat area for a certain bird species.
Now that data is out there and people in the Boise area can know like the Boise River site is good for these reasons and here's why Lucky Peak is good for the yellow warblers.
I think one of my favorite things about this intern project is that it gives you real life data to work with. In math class, you are given data sets and they're kind of neat and clean and there's an answer you're supposed to find. So I think that was fun for me to lead somebody who's obviously interested in science through that scientific process, probably for the first time.
I wasn't really a bird person or looking at birds as my career focus in the beginning, but then after doing this internship, it's taught me a lot about birds and yellow warblers.
So you're gonna just bring your fingers around and then let your hand kind of like gently close around the bird.
Claw around it?
Then, yeah, and then
Okay.
give a place for it to perch. Good, and you can even come a little, yep, good, nice. Smile for the camera. And then whenever you're ready, just, oh, there you go.
She was eager to go.
Whatever your interests might be, consider the discoveries made through a career and technical education. Talk with your college and career counselor to explore the opportunities available to you. And check out Next Steps Idaho, your online resource for advancing your education.
Idaho Pathways is a part of American Graduate Getting to Work, a public media initiative made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.